Ever since he signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield has been a different breed. I mean, it looks like he finally found himself a home with the Buccaneers, but today he might be a bit of an issue because I'm going to be erasing Baker Mayfield's stats all the way down to a 0 overall. And for every touchdown he scores, it's 100 points to spend on upgrades, and the goal is to get him all the way up to a 99 overall. So, I mean, if our boy Baker can actually ball out today, by the end of the video, this guy should be basically unstoppable. But obviously, to start things off, this guy is absolutely terrible. I mean, it's pretty clear that we are going to have a lot of work on our hands today because Tampa is not making the playoffs if Baker is this bad. But to start off the season, it looks like we're going to be taking on the Washington Commanders. But anyways, I mean, you know what time it is. We're going to see how bad this guy truly is. I mean, I feel like it is a bit easier to work with a garbage quarterback rather than like a garbage wide receiver, but we're gonna throw an interception on our first throw of the game, and it's gonna be a pick six. Even better. I mean, that is literally the worst start that you could possibly ask for, man, but thankfully they didn't score before that, so we still have a chance to tie things up as long as we actually get in the end zone this time. As I was saying earlier though, I mean, I feel like it is a little bit easier to work with a 0 overall quarterback rather than like a wide receiver or a running back, just because like if we have solid wide receivers, which we do, we have Evans and we have Godwin, they will bail us out a lot today, man. I mean, obviously right there, Godwin kind of saved us with a huge pickup. I'm gonna try and go back for him again here though, and that's almost a first down. I mean, at this point, I feel like we should probably try and focus on the run game for a bit, because I mean, we're getting close to scoring a touchdown right now, so the last thing we want to do is throw a pick. I feel like Allen's probably gonna be a problem for us today, man, so I'm just gonna put in the air this time because now we need 8 yards, and it looks like we're getting sacked, and we fumbled it, and we couldn't even get the ball back. What are we doing right now? And since then, it looks like things have gotten even worse for us. I mean, we are getting absolutely cooked right now, so it's looking like this is definitely going to be a loss for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't even think we have a chance to win this game anymore, and this O-line has been so garbage today, man. I mean, I haven't really had a whole lot of time to get the ball off, so there's not a whole lot of plays that I can actually run because obviously Mayfield's accuracy is also garbage. So, I mean, this game has just been an absolute disaster so far, man. But hopefully we can at least score a touchdown here because we definitely need to get some upgrades for this guy. That's another fumble. I don't know how we're still... We just fumbled the ball twice on one play. This is getting embarrassing, bro. I don't even know how that happens. I literally have never seen that before. He fumbled the ball, got it back, and then fumbled again. I mean, we don't really have a whole lot of time to get this done. We only have one timeout as well. So if we get sacked, that honestly might screw us, but it looks like we are going to have Godwin wide open. So Mayfield is finally going to score a touchdown with like 20 seconds left in the game. So at least we have some points to spend on upgrades, but we got absolutely annihilated, man. But anyways, I mean, it's pretty clear that this guy is in desperate need of some upgrades. We only have 100 points, which kind of sucks, but I mean, it's something. I'm gonna start off by putting 50 towards throwing power, and we're also gonna put 50 towards medium throw accuracy. I mean, I don't think we're gonna see any massive improvements with those two upgrades right there, but Baker should be playing a little bit better this week, and he's gonna need to because now we play the Detroit Lions. And our O-line really did not help us out whatsoever against the Commanders. So this week, I'm expecting it to be a whole lot worse because now we have to deal with Aiden Hutchinson. Obviously, that's an issue. I'm going to try and test out that medium throw accuracy upgrade though, man, and his throwing power. So I'm going to go for a bit of a deeper shot here. And that's intercepted. Okay, this is another awful start. That could have been placed a lot better. And since then, the Lions have scored twice. So now we're down 14-0. And if we don't put some points on the board this drive, things might start to get ugly for us. I mean, one of the most annoying parts about this is Detroit is like locking down everybody. And we can't even go on the run with Baker because he has 0 speed and 0 acceleration. So we have to rely on his arm, which is also so obviously garbage, but I'm going to try and go for Evans here. Hopefully he can get open off of this route, because if we take a sack, that is really going to set us back. Of course, we couldn't escape. I mean, we don't even have time to get out of the pocket, which is a huge killer for this team right now, but it is 4th down, and we need 16 yards to keep this drive alive. I need that to work. Oh, I think we're in. That's going to be a 1st down. I mean, that is huge for us, because we desperately need a score here. I'm going to keep running this safe route right here, though, because, I mean, everything else seems to be not working for us, but Godwin keeps picking up 1st downs. You have got to be joking, bro. It's not even just Baker that's playing bad. I mean, we really can't afford to have that happen, because as I said, we need our wide receivers to bail us out if we want to win games. But it looks like this is another L for Tampa, because we are down by 31 points right now. I mean, obviously that is absolutely brutal. I mean, so far, our receivers really haven't been helpful. Our O-line really hasn't been helpful, and Baker really hasn't been helpful. So I don't know how we're going to win any games this season. I don't even trust handing it off to White here, man. So I'm just gonna go back for Godwin off of this row. Actually, that could be a touchdown right there. Let's go. We're finally in. But after that, nothing went our way. So that's gonna be another loss for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, I was hoping we would get out of Detroit with at least 2 touchdowns, but that Lions defense is terrifying, man. I mean, they were not letting us do anything. So we only have 100 points. I'm gonna put 50 towards throw under pressure. And I mean, I feel like we should also put 50 towards agility. So I mean, hopefully Baker will be a decent quarterback heading into week 3, but I honestly wouldn't bet on it. But I mean, I guess the good news is this time we play the Denver Broncos, who are also 0-2. I mean, this is a team that I feel like we definitely have the upper hand over, even with a garbage quarterback. So I'm hoping that we can finally get our first win of the season here. I know Baker's still gonna suck, but if we lose to Denver, we are not gonna be making the playoffs this year. I can tell you that much right now. I'm gonna try and go for a shot with Evans here, though. Actually, we're gonna have Godwin wide open, so that's gonna be an early touchdown for Tampa. And better yet, that means we get to add some more upgrades to Baker after this game. I mean, after that, Denver did end up scoring, but on the bright side, we are in pretty good field position once again, so I feel like we definitely have a chance to score another touchdown here. I'm just gonna keep it on the ground with White again, though, and see if we can get the run game going, but it really isn't working out for us. So I guess that brings up a 3rd down. I'm just gonna run this route once again. I feel like I've been running this all day long, but this has really been the only reliable route that we have, and that's gonna be a massive pickup from Godwin. I mean, I wasn't expecting him to get that much yardage, but I'll take it, because that is gonna help us out a whole lot. I'm gonna try and switch it up a bit, though, and see if we can get Evans open. That was a crazy grab. I mean, clearly that was not the best pass in the world, but Evans is gonna bail us out. I mean, that's the good thing about having solid receivers, and that is gonna be 2 touchdowns on the game now for Baker, which is a new season high for this guy. So it looks like we're trending in the right direction, and it looks like we've gotten the ball back into scoring position again after that. I mean, we only have 1 minute and 23 seconds to work with, so I wouldn't say we really need to rush, because we do have 2 timeouts left. But I mean, obviously we do have a time limit to get in the end zone here, so I'm not gonna really run a whole lot on the ground. I'm probably just gonna keep going for passing plays, especially this route, because that route with Godwin seems to be cooking this defense. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, though. I mean, I'm not trying to get too predictable out here, and it's still gonna work out for a touchdown. I'm pretty sure there's pass interference. That better be what that flag is, because if that touchdown comes back, I'm gonna be so upset, and it looks like it is gonna count for us. So that's 3 touchdowns on the game for Baker. I mean, considering we're playing a bad team, I'm gonna try and get the most out of this situation that we have going on, because we're up by 2 scores right now, and we're in position to score another touchdown. So if this actually works out for us, that is gonna be 4 touchdowns on the game for Baker Mayfield. And as far as upgrades go, this guy should be pretty decent for next week. I mean, honestly, right now, he really doesn't look too bad, but you gotta remember we are playing the Denver Broncos. I'm gonna see Evans should get that too. Come on, hold on. We're just short. After that, the Broncos did bring up a third down, though, so things are getting pretty tight here, but we're going to find Otton in the end zone. So that is going to be 4 touchdowns on the game for Baker Mayfield. I mean, this guy is actually cooking right now. And thankfully, after that, it looks like we were able to hold on for the win. So Tampa is finally in the win column. And I mean, we have 400 points to spend on upgrades now. So we're going to go crazy here, man. I mean, I'm going to max out his speed, first of all. And I'm also going to max out his acceleration. So he should be able to get out of the pocket very quickly now. I mean, after that, he should be scrambling like Lamar Jackson. And I'm also going to max out throw on the run. And I mean, we still have 100 points left. So I guess we'll max out his throwing power. And I'm going to max out his medium throw accuracy. And it definitely isn't much, but after those upgrades right there, Baker did go up to a 25 overall. I mean, he's garbage. There is no denying that, but we are starting to see some progress finally. But that's going to bring us to week 4. And we have a very tough game on our hands because now we have to go up against the Eagles. I'm going to be brutally honest here, though. I'm coming into this matchup fully expecting to lose this game, but hopefully Tampa can surprise me here. That actually should be a first down there. So that is going to put us in scoring position. I mean, who knows, man? Baker should actually be playing a whole lot better today. So if the O-line can actually do some blocking, we have a chance to win this game, but we also need the defense. Oh my God, I forgot how fast he's going to be now. That's a first down. That is actually big for us, man. I'm gonna try and go for Evans here, but I like the way that Baker runs. So if he's locked up whatsoever, I'm just gonna keep it on the ground with Mayfield and see if we can escape again. Actually, we have maxed out throw on the run too, so this guy's gonna be slinging the rock. I mean, that is gonna put us 2 yards out of a touchdown now, so as long as we don't screw this up, we should be good. And with this guy's legs, we can just keep it on the ground now. So that is gonna put the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the board first. We're coming back out here in the third quarter though, and we are down 14-7 right now, but obviously we're back in scoring position here, so we have a chance to tie things up once again. We got to be careful here though, because Philly did bring up a 4th down after that, but it looks, oh come on, can we escape please? I need at least a first down, but Baker's gonna get in for the touchdown. So that's 2 TDs on the game for Baker Mayfield, and that ties this thing up at 14. But that's gonna bring us to the 4th quarter, and we are down by 7 points right now with 1 minute and 57 seconds on the clock. So this is a very important drive for Tampa. I feel like I can actually trust Baker to throw the ball now though, so we might have a chance to tie things up and send it to overtime, especially if we can come down with this. That's gonna be a huge play. So just like that, we're in scoring position. I'm hoping that Evans can end things off for us, and nobody is there. So that's gonna go for a touchdown from him, but there is still a lot of time on the clock. So scoring early might come back to haunt us, but I'm hoping our defense can do their job. And our defense has been amazing today, man. They clutched up again and they stopped Philly in overtime. So if we can score here, that puts this thing away. Bro, there is no way that is how we are going to lose this game. Baker just fumbled the football and Philly's going to score. That is absolutely depressing because we did so much to fight back just to bring this thing to overtime, and we're still going to lose from a dumb mistake. I mean, we should have won that game. I'm a stand on that. That was such a bad way to lose. So we really should be 2-2 right now, but instead we are 1-3. On the bright side, we have another 300 points to spend on upgrades though. I'm going to max out his agility, and we're also going to max out his awareness because that was definitely an issue. With the final 150 points, I mean, I guess we'll max out his throw under pressure, and we're going to max out his short throw accuracy. And those upgrades help this guy out a whole lot because now Baker Mayfield is an 81 overall. So if he can have one more solid performance, I feel like we should finally be able to reach a 99 overall. But that's going to bring us to week 5, and this time it looks like we're going to be taking on the Falcons. And if we want to keep our playoff hopes alive, I feel like this is definitely a must-win game. I mean, that's really really the only way to put it, because we are 1-3 right now, so things really aren't looking great. I still stand on it, though. We should have won that last game, because if we didn't fumble the ball, all we needed to do is kick a field goal to win that thing. I mean, we probably should have just taken that, and then we'd be 2-2 right now, but obviously we can't go back. I got greedy. I tried to score one more touchdown with Baker Mayfield, and obviously we fumbled the ball, but I'm going to try and go for Mike Evans here again. Actually, that might work out for a touchdown from Godwin. So just like that, the Bucs are going to take an early lead over Atlanta. We're coming back out here in the second quarter, though, and it looks like things are a lot closer because we're only up by 1 point. I'm going to go for a shot here, though, with Evans, and hopefully he comes down with this because it is third down. That's going to be another massive pickup from him. I mean, that's another massive pickup from Evans, but we did get struck with a holding call after that, which definitely sucks because that did back us up a bit, but hopefully that's a touchdown right there, bro. Nobody's on Godwin. He got away. So, I mean, just like that, that is 2 TDs on the game for Baker. We're coming back out here in the third quarter, though, and our defense has been amazing for us today, man. They've clutched up again, and we are back in scoring position. So, we have a chance to have another 3-touchdown performance out of Baker, and this guy is starting to play like an MVP, man. I mean, he's got 317 yards and 2 touchdowns, which is obviously a very solid performance, especially considering we're only in the third quarter right now, and that is going to be touchdown number 3 on the game for him. So if we keep rolling like this should be another dub for the Bucs, and after that it looks like we were able to get the job done. So that's going to be another win for Tampa, and we desperately needed that one, and I feel like 3 touchdowns should hopefully be enough to get us up to a 99 overall, because we have 300 upgrades once again. So we're going to max out his deep throw accuracy, and then, I mean, I guess we'll put 50 towards break sack. We still have 150 points, man. I mean, I'm gonna put 50 towards break tackle as well, and with the final 100 points, we're gonna put that towards carrying. And after all of those upgrades right there, it looks like our boy Baker Mayfield has finally gone all the way up to a 99 overall. So obviously our work here is done. We've got Baker all the way up to a 99 overall, and we do have a 2-3 record, which isn't great, but we do have a chance to make the playoffs. And I mean, we clearly didn't have the best season, but we are gonna go 9-8, which somehow wins the division, and it looks like we're gonna be taking on the Minnesota Vikings in the wild card round. But before we hop into that game, we gotta see what Baker Mayfield was able to do this season, and he definitely had a very solid year. I mean, he had 4,100 yards for a career high 36 touchdowns and 16 interceptions, but so far it looks like this has been a pretty close game. I mean, if we can sneak out with a playoff win, that would be great, but the Vikings are a very solid team right now. Obviously, we can tie things up here, though, if we can get a 2-point conversion and a touchdown. I'm going to try and go for Mike Evans here, though, off of this route. Actually, nobody's on the tight end, so we're just going to take that. Things might get interesting here, though, man, because after that, the Vikings did force a third down. I'm just going to keep it on the ground, though, and hopefully we can punch this in. So it looks like that is going to work out for us, but we're going to go for the 2-point conversion here, because obviously we're still going to be down by 1 point if we kick the field goal. I'm going to see if we can get Evans open, though. That's going to be close, but that's a dot from Baker. So just like that, this game is all tied up at 21. But unfortunately, after that, it looks like the Vikings did pull off the dub. So that is going to send us home early. We did only lose by 3 points, though. So we definitely held our own. And with a 9-8 record, I really wasn't expecting to do a whole lot. So I'm just happy that we made it to the playoffs. But to end things off, it looks like MVP is going to be going to Patrick Mahomes. And it looks like the Green Bay Packers are going to go on to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So it looks like Jordan Love is going to get himself a ring. But that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And make sure you check out my socials. I got all of them linked in the description down below. I'm going to try and post updates on there. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.